Everyone has a plan up to success, but no one wants to talk about how to deal with failure if we fail by mistake. I love this quote of Sushant Singh Rajput from this movie. Hey, I'm asking you, have you failed in life? If you have not failed, you have tried nothing new in life. You are living in the comfort zone. But if you failed, share your failure story with me because I love to read failure stories more than success stories. Hey, I'm Title Man, a motivational speaker and a coach presenting a new powerful video. Today, I will talk about failure, the most disliked word ever. People say failure is not an option. No one wants to talk about failure. By the way, who wants to fail? No one. Because failure is the reason of depression. Failure is the reason of giving up. Failure is the reason of suicide. Thousand people suicide because of failing in academics, in business, in exam. And sometimes if someone fail in society, the society react awkwardly like they have made a crime. You have been told that there is no place of failure. And you pretend yourself as a failure. Failure is the worst thing can happen with you. But what if I tell you failure is the best thing that ever happened with you? There are some great lessons to learn from failure. So right now, I'm going to tell you 4 lessons from failure and you should learn them. And it will help your whole life. Number 1, failure opens the new opportunity. As Henry Ford said, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, but this time more intelligently. You failed at some point. I failed too. My mom says you used to fail every single day when you were a child, thousand times. You're trying to stand up, you're trying to walk, but you fall down and you try again. You never give up. So why do you stop, try again right now? Right now you grow old, right now you can walk, right now you can stand up. So why just you stopped? Every one of us failed in life. Every successful people you ever know, they failed once, but they never stopped. I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Remember who said this? Thomas Alva Edison. I just fall in love with his attitude, with his persistence. I love the way how he tried relentlessly. Imagine how would be the situation when he failed for the first time. He might be so curious. He might have been told himself that there is another way, there is another secret way that is invisible right now, but I have to find that. Now think he failed 10,000 times. I'm sure he failed hopeless many times, but he never gave up, never stopped trying. Every time he failed, he tried again with the hope for there is another way. So if you failed once or 10 times, don't stop, try again. If you failed, think about Thomas Alva Edison. I think it will give you hope and motivation. Number 2, failure builds character. Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Remember this line? I always remember this line from the movie Batman Begins. It motivates me a lot. Life does not give us easy road. It gives tough road to make us top, to build our character. Life is not gonna be easy. Life is not gonna go as you planned. It takes sometimes opposite road. There would be cliff and mountains and you have to pass them. It's not gonna be easy. If life would be easy, everyone would be at the top. Everyone would be the champion, the hero. Then what kind of person would you be? What kind of character would you have? There would not be any value of you because everybody is champion, so nobody would care about you. So stay on the top road that you chose. Walk and run on that road. Maybe you fail, maybe you fall down, maybe you think right now life sucks. This is not fair. This is the worst thing that happened to me. But the truth is, failure makes us to realize that who we are. Failure builds our character. When we fall, in that moment, if we pick ourselves up, the entire world would recognize us as unstoppable. And that would be our character. Unstoppable. Number 3, failure is a great teacher. Michael Jordan, considered as the greatest basketball player ever in the world. But what cost seems to be the best, greatest basketball player ever in the world? Some epic failures. He said, I missed over 9,000 shots in my careers. I have lost 300 games in my life. And 26 times I have been trusted to take the game-winning shot and I missed. I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Failure is my teacher. I always took lessons from failures, and these failures and mistakes helped me to become better. So if you failed, pretend it like it's your teacher. It's trying to teach you something. It's trying to teach you some influential lessons. And if you do it, you will be the greatest in the world. You will feel that in your heart. Number 4, failure is not an option. So rise. Maybe you failed in life right now. The situation is tough for you. Maybe you failed in business and you gave up after failing and never gave it a second chance because you don't want to fail again, so you gave up. But our greatest glory is not in failing, but in rising every time we fall. Of course, failure is not an option. So why don't you choose to rise instead of giving up? Why do you stop trying? You stop because you failed. Then look back in history. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter, she admitted that I was the biggest failure because things did not go as I planned. During writing the Harry Potter, her mother died and left her alone. And also her marriage failed and had a child to raise alone. But this is not the end. When she sent her manuscript to the publisher, 12 publishers rejected it. What about Walt Disney, who was fired for not having imagination? Good idea. Now their history lives in our heart here. We always remember their story, but it does not matter how many times you fall or failed, but how many times you rise. So if you failed, rise again. Don't ever stop. Don't try to give up. Rise and start again. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you think this video really motivated you, or if this video is good, or if you love this video, then share it with your friends or with your family. Share it in WhatsApp, share it on Facebook, and subscribe my channel to get more motivational, inspirational videos.